everyone. It is Sunday, Father's Day, and I thought I would just pop in real quick and show you a couple of things that were going on this afternoon. My daughter and I are making my husband a special dinner for Father's Day, so I wanted to give you a little kitchen tour of what we're making. First of all, my daughter Julia has this beef stroganoff started, and right now it's all the mushrooms and the beef broth and the onions. I think they actually did put a little red wine in here as well. So that's cooking. That takes a while actually. And so what she does, she'll put the meat in later, cook that, and then what we'll do is we have another pot over here where we're just gonna put in egg noodles and cook those up, and the stroganoff actually goes over the noodles. So she's working on making that, which is very time consuming, but he loves it. And then I made a pie. I had to get a little creative with it. This is a raspberry pie, just came out of the oven. And with the dough on top, of course, you can see that I made a little M for University of Michigan. And then I put frosting coloring in the dough and rolled it out. And that's how I got this coloring in here and the little gold and blue in here to kind of make it a little fancy. So hopefully that's gonna be good. And I even had some extra dough. So I took a little round cookie cutter and cut out little pie dough niblets, or baked those. And you know what this would be really good for? This would be perfect for when you have raspberry pie filling left on your plate and you take one of these little niblets and you just wipe the raspberry off your plate with and eat it like that. So I thought that might be a fun idea. We could start making like pie dunkers, right? Where you have a big old thing of raspberry pie filling and you just take these and this is your like dipper into that, pie dippers. Oh my gosh, it's a good idea. So other than that, not much is going on today. We're just hanging out, relaxing. It's beautiful, so we'll probably head out on the water again. That's it. That's really all that's going on. I will catch you tomorrow. Hello everyone. It is Monday. It is about almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I haven't even gotten the shower yet. Yeah, that's how this day is going. I have been on the computer so much this morning, just editing videos, commenting and enjoying my conversations with you all. But you know what? It doesn't even matter, right? I didn't have anywhere I had to go today, so I'll get in there eventually. I'll get to the shower. But I wanted to talk about a couple of things and show you guys a couple of things and do a couple things. So there's a couple of packages at the door, so let's go see what we got. I just love getting ding-dongs. That's what I call them, ding-dongs, because, you know, the door rings and you get a package. So let's see what's going on out here today. A couple of little ones here. Looks like Ellie, and I think my Macy's came. Good. Bentley, did we get more packages? He doesn't care. So since you all are right here and I have these packages, let's take a little look. You guys recognize this? I did keep this from trunk last week. So I really like the color. I love the color. And the fit is so comfy, so I ended up keeping that. So, got a little Ellie package here. This is my third outfit. So, I had one April, May, and then June. I was excited about this one. They have a lot of cute choices to pick from every month. The only thing I found that I was not thrilled about with Ellie is if you get to the point where you want to cancel, which I like Ellie. The issue is I have, you know, once you get so many outfits, it's like, okay, I'm good for right now. Doesn't mean I won't ever do Ellie again, I will. But for right now, I'm good. So the 3 is enough. And so when I went to go cancel, first of all, you can't do it online. There's a phone number, you gotta call. I called, and the first time they were like, all of our agents are unavailable, please call back another time. You can't even leave a message, no nothing. So, okay, I called back a little while later, and finally got put on hold. I was on hold for 10 minutes before then I got it sounded like somebody was gonna pick up and I was like, oh yes, okay. Then it's just a message saying, our agents are too busy right now, basically. Leave a message, got to leave a message that time, and we'll call you back. I thought, all right, I'm just gonna spill it all out in this message because I don't wanna have to keep calling. So I told them I wanted to cancel, I told them the info and all that. I did get a phone call back, but it took 3 days, maybe more. And I got an email that said, oh, how were you satisfied with the service? And I'm thinking, well, I never got a call back. Well, then I realized that I did have a call. I did eventually get a call back. But so it's just not very easy to cancel the thing. It's like they make you work for it. Where at other websites and other companies, you can just go on, and if it's not for you at the moment, you can cancel right online. So didn't like that about Ellie, but I will say, I'm trying to find the positive in everything here. The music they had when I was sitting on hold, waiting for someone to come pick up the phone, was great. I was like, it's like dance music, so I thought, this is actually kind of good. If you gotta sit on hold, you better play some good music, right? So I will give them that credit. Okay, so let's see what this outfit looks like. And I do remember I really liked the color. Oh, hold the phone. This is not even my monthly outfit. Okay, so because a few of you signed up, used my link and signed up with Ellie after I had kind of put it on a couple of videos, I accumulated some credit. And I thought, before I cancel this for now, I probably should use up that credit just in case. So I went on and I was able to get this shirt. Actually, this shirt is gonna go with the outfit that's gonna be coming. So let me show you the shirt. So thank you for those of you who signed up under me and allowed me to have the credit to get this shirt. So, okay, here's what it looks like from the front. Pretty color, right? I love it. Love this little mossy, sagey green. So here it is, a little lower in the back, higher in the front, and then, you know what I say, the detail is in the back. So look at the cutouts in the back. Now, it's gonna be a little tricky for figuring out a bra-friendly strap with that. I don't have a T strap like that in the back, a razor back, is that what it's called? I don't have that, so I'm gonna have to figure out what to do. So I'll try this on later, maybe, not now, but later, and show you guys what it looks like on. So that's what that was. Okay. All right, and then this should be my Macy's. My one more Macy's item that I was waiting for to come so that I could record the video. So let's see. Let me think here. You guys are gonna see this video on Sunday. You will have already seen the Macy's video. Okay, so I'm unbagging one item here, and you're gonna actually see it in a video before this even comes out. So maybe I'll keep this in and maybe I won't. But it was a jumpsuit on sale at Macy's for like $68, which is not bad compared to some of those other jumpsuit prices. And it is very strappy. So you know what? I don't know. I might have to, it's black. Yeah, you can't really tell, can you? Okay, tighter legs. Look at how skinny the legs are, and it's got little ties at the end. All right, we'll just save that for later. Okay, come on over to the couch and sit down. I want to tell you a little story about something that I got yesterday. Oh, it's Mr. Green Jeans. I got to tell you guys the story about Mr. Green Jeans. Maybe when I take you out in the garden. So I have a little story to share with you about something that I got yesterday. So interestingly enough, on Sundays, we have my mom come over for dinner. That kind of stopped during COVID for a little while, but now she's been coming back for the past couple weeks. So she brought a bunch of stuff. She was cleaning out her house, jewelry and whatever. So I had told her, I said, maybe I'll like list some things on Poshmark, try that and see how it goes. So when she came over and brought the stuff, she's like, well, but this thing is for you. So she hands me a little box, and inside is this. Okay. There we go. Okay. So this, I find out, is my grandmother, my dad's mom, her 40th anniversary ring. And it was given to my mom way back when, actually, maybe like a year before my grandma passed away. She's now given it to me. So, I mean, it's beautiful, and I love the story behind it. My grandma, she was one of those people that was like my protector. I mean, she was Irish, other things mixed in there, but that Irish came out because she would just tell people like it was. And even though my dad was older, you know, in his 30s, she would still be totally fine with yelling at him and telling him like whatever he was doing was not right. I just had the special bond with her. Well, when she passed away, it was sad because she was like my protector. And I felt like, you know, she was gone and not there to protect me with some things anymore. Anyways, so it really means a lot to have this. And when I put this on, you know, so not every ring is gonna, from one person to the other is gonna fit, right? So I put this on and it fits my finger perfectly. So I thought it doesn't fall off, it doesn't move around, and I thought, well, that's something, right? So that made it even more special. So now I feel like I have a little piece of my grandmother that's always with me. So she's always with me, like she's still my protector and always with me. So that was kind of cool. So anyways, that's my little story. So you know what? Before I get in the shower today, I'm thinking I need to go do some weeding in the garden. So why don't you guys come out with me and I will show you my tomato garden. Let's grab my fancy weeding bucket here. Gotta have a U of M bucket, right? Because you just have to. Go grab my gardening gloves. My son might be a little mad that I'm actually using his, what are these, football gloves? But I don't know where my gardening gloves went. I have looked all over the place and I have no idea. So I'm just taking these. We're walking to the side of the house where my garden is. It's on the perfect side too because it gets a lot of sunlight and perfect area for rain too. Look at the roses, you guys. Got some rose bushes in the front. We're gonna walk through those. Here's my little garden over here. This is a perfect spot too because see this whole outline dirt area? In the wintertime, we pull the plants out, okay, in the late fall, and then when we take our dock out of the water, which is right there, we stack it right on the dirt so it doesn't, you know, kill the grass on the side of the house every year. This one is like the littlest one, but look, it still has some good tomatoes growing on here. I love me some green tomatoes. Oh yeah. Put these in the air fryer. That's a big one there. So that's the smallest plant and that's still doing pretty well. And then we've got this one over here. Look at, it's got some really good tomatoes on there. A lot of little buds. And I love these cages. You gotta have these cages when you're doing tomato plants. Otherwise they just flop all over the place. And then I've got two more. So like when they all start coming in, it is crazy how many tomatoes we get. It is just, it's a lot. We start making sauce, homemade sauce and stuff with them, just to use them up. I just have a little weeding. You know what? It never ends, does it? You know, little ones coming in. But I just did this the other day too. And they're coming back again. So I will pick some weeds and talk to you guys at the same time. Okay, so I told you about the ring and how cool that was. And anyways, that was neat because my grandma was so special. Like everybody's grandma, right? Everybody has a special grandma. I was totally shocked by that. I had no idea it was coming. She passed away in 1988. I was a senior in high school. And actually, my grandpa passed away in January of that year. And then my grandma passed away on Halloween of the same year in 1988. And you know what's interesting is, that being said, Halloween is still one of my favorite holidays. I still love decorating for Halloween. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so now, remember how I showed you guys Mr. Green Jeans that was out on the lake? That's not his name, that's my nickname for him. Mr. Green Jeans, okay. It's a couple, and they are out on that boat 3 times a day, okay? At least 3 separate times a day. And each time he goes around both lakes, that's gotta take him, and he goes really slow. That's gotta take him 2 hours for one time, really slow. And he does that 2 more times, so 3 times, so that's like 6 hours a day. And then sometimes he will just sit out there and float in the middle of the lake. It's just him and his wife and their dog. I can't even think of anyone who enjoys the lake more than he does because they're out there all the time. That's pretty cool. So I nicknamed him Mr. Green Jeans because of the roof of his pontoon boat is green, the little canopy thing. So I'm like, oh, there's Mr. Green Jeans again. It's always fun to see him and kind of be like, well, there he is again. He's passing by again. The things that we talk about, right? That's been my interesting day so far. Catching up on YouTube stuff, talking with my YouTube friends, pulling weeds, talking about, oh, we had a air conditioner repairman over this morning. It's big fun. That's about all I'm up to today, honestly. It's almost 3 o'clock now and I still haven't gotten in the shower. Oh boy. Good thing nobody's really coming over. Tomorrow will be more productive. Tomorrow I'm planning a trip to Nordstrom Rack. I have items that I have had since April and I need to go take those back. They just opened, so you know, I haven't been able to take them back. And then we're gonna go to Trader Joe's. At least I'll get out a little bit. All right, well, that's my big fun for the day, so I guess I'm signing out. So I hope you guys are all having a great day and I will see you tomorrow. There's Mr. Green Jeans. He's out there again. Look at these guys. They're right out in front of our house. Now, this Swan family started out with 7 babies. And up until a week ago, they had 4. And now they only have 3 left. And they're bigger than ducks right now. So I don't know what's going on, why they keep losing them. But, you know, it's the turtles are not getting them because they're bigger than ducks. I don't know what's going on. Look at, they're interested in what I'm doing. They're like, stay away. Good morning, everyone. It is about 10:30 in the morning on a Tuesday, and I just made it out of the house. So off to Nordstrom Rack. They are now open by us, which is awesome. And you know what happened? So I had returns from April that I needed to take back. Yesterday, my husband goes out and does errands, and the clothes were in the back of his car with the receipt and everything, so it was all good. So I thought, okay, when I go, I'll take them out of his car and good to go. He came home yesterday and he said, oh yeah, I stopped at Nordstrom Rack and I returned the clothes for you. I was like, what? I'm like, wow, that was really nice. He didn't realize that I was actually going to go because I wanted to do some more shopping. I wanted to do another Nordstrom haul. So that is the reason why I was also going to go, besides obviously returning those clothes that I've had forever. So he did a really nice thing and I was very happy, but then I'm like going today too. But I don't have to stand in line to return, so there you go. It saves me a trip in line. He went to the post office this morning. He had to go there anyway and return my Stitch Fix bags. So I don't need to go to the post office today. It is just Nordstrom Rack, Trader Joe's. It's kind of a stinky day here. It's been raining. It's kind of cloudy. So hopefully I don't have to stand outside and wait in line at Trader Joe's, especially if it's raining. I didn't bring my umbrella. I wasn't thinking. Sometimes the line outside can be between 20 minutes and 40 minutes long to get into our Trader Joe's. All right, here's what my Nordstrom Rack looks like. It's been here for a couple of years and it looks like they're already open. I'm here a little bit early, but people are coming in and out, so I'm just gonna go right in. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna take any footage in there because I don't know if people are gonna be looking at me weird, but I'll see. Well, that was a complete bust, y'all. Okay, so I didn't record in there because they had the music going. And again, if I would have put that on YouTube, I would have gotten in trouble for having music in the background. So anything that's copyrighted. Honestly, oh my gosh. I felt the same way going into Nordstrom Rack today as I did in Nordstrom. The floor was empty of how many racks they usually have, and it was just, I didn't feel like there was anything really new in there. It was just all stuff that they're looking to get rid of, right? I mean, we are kind of going into getting ready for fall clothes to come out, and they're probably trying to get rid of what they have so that they can just, you know, bring the fall stuff in. So honestly, not impressed. I didn't buy one thing. I took one picture of one item and I was like, okay, that's it. There's just nothing good. Okay, so we're off to Trader Joe now. That better not be a bust or I'm going to start throwing down. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, the sun's coming out. That's good. Put my glasses on. All right, it's time to drive to Trader Joe. That's probably about 15 minutes or so from here. So, and I'm hoping, let's keep our fingers crossed that there's no mega line outside to get in. All right, see you in a minute. Score. The line is not too bad. It's about a 10-minute wait maybe, so yes. That was a great Trader Joe experience. So normally when I come here, it's not often because it's about 30 minutes away. When I come in the past, recent past, I've had to wait probably 20 minutes to 30 minutes outside in line to get in. So today it was maybe 10 minutes, which was great. And I forgot my umbrella, so I did not get caught out in the rain. Kind of looks like it's going to start soon, so I'm glad I made it. I cannot wait to show you guys what I got. So I got some pretty typical staples for us. I didn't get a major haul. I got a mini to medium haul, and I got some of our favorites. I got some new things to try too. So very, very excited about that. So let's get going home and I will show you guys what I got. One more thing. Couldn't take any video again. They had music on. So that did not work in there. I took a couple pictures and I might include them in the video and maybe not. So, I mean, it's not like they were like, woo, you got to see these pictures. Oh my gosh. So we'll see. Anyway, here we go. I might turn the camera around a little bit so you guys can kind of see the area that I drive to get to Trader Joe. I don't know, you might be interested in that. All right, getting on the freeway of love. It's a little busy for a Tuesday in the middle of the day. Okay, Barbara, look it off to the right. Anything look familiar to you? Off to the right, right there. Right there. That's where Barbara came and stayed last year when she came to visit me. Yay! That's about 10 minutes away from my house, so that's not too bad. All right, we are entering the crazy zone. On this road, there are 3 donuts to have to go through, or turnabouts, or whatever you guys call them, that we have to go through to get home. And it is crazy. I mean, some people know how to drive through them and some people don't. And there's 3 of them kind of not too far from each other. So we just went through one donut. Here comes another one. Donut number 2. Whoops, I forgot about this donut. We have 4 donuts to go through. Here's number 3. Donut number 4. My camera fell, so here we go. Donut number 4. People are probably looking going, that girl is crazy. Taking a video while she's going through a donut? Okay, let's talk about donuts. So, doesn't it seem like they are putting those crazy things everywhere? It's like, hey, that's a great idea from Europe, and we're going to put them in everywhere now. Anytime like an intersection needs to be done, we're just going to put in a donut. They're crazy. And you know what? There is one that they put in a really populated area. That area has the most accidents out of anywhere in our whole county. I mean, it is a busy, busy intersection, and then for them to put in a big old donut where people don't know what they're doing part of the time, it's a little scary. Getting closer to home. I'm like not even 5 minutes away now. It's kind of a pretty back road. Lots of curves and turns. We have arrived. Watch out, little squirrel. Watch out, little squirrel. All right, here we are. Okay guys, so let's go over this Trader Joe haul. I'm gonna go over the frozen stuff first so I can then get it in the refrigerator or freezer or whatever, and then I'll kind of keep going. I'm gonna go through them quickly because I don't want this to be really long. So one thing I picked up were these hash brown patties. They're like going to McDonald's or whatever and getting these hash brown patties when you were a kid. They're the same thing. We put them in the air fryer. Everybody loves them. They come out really crispy. Perfect. Then I found this. Look at this. They're 2 little tomato soup dishes that have a little bread pieces right in the soup. I bought this before, so it's a Tuscan inspired soup made with Italian tomatoes, rustic bread, and extra virgin olive oil. It's my second time buying it. It's very good. The next thing that everybody loves around here, I haven't had them yet, but they are these steamed pork and ginger soup dumplings. They come 6 in a little package, and when I bring these home, like within 5 minutes, 2 of these boxes at least are gone. So I bought 4 of these. So now on to the refrigerated items. So the first couple things I got are not anything spectacular. So just some egg whites or egg beaters, whatever. And then some soy creamer. This one at Trader Joe is really good. I put this in my coffee a little bit every morning. And then the eggs, I got eggs, no big deal about eggs, right? But these are jumbo and they're only $1.99 for a dozen of jumbo, which I thought were great. And let me tell you what happened. I looked over the eggs, I put them in my cart. Everything looked great. Get to the cash register, and she actually opened them and called somebody over and said, you know what, one of these is cracked a little bit. Would you go get another container? And I thought, oh wow, I said, that was really nice. I mean, I checked them. I didn't see any crack, but she double checked them. And I thought that was really nice. You won't get, I've never had anybody do that for me at Kroger or Meijer or whatever. So I thought that's like customer service big time. Then I got some dough to make homemade pizza crust. And this is a garlic and herb pizza dough. I have bought this before. It's very good. And then the last refrigerator item, this is new. It is the cauliflower thins. So again, I was talking to the girl at the register and she was saying, these are great. Like people have been saying they make, you know, tuna fish sandwiches or mini pizzas with them, or you can make them, use them to make gyros or whatever, like mini ones. They're about the size of a hamburger patty. So, and there are, I think there's 4 pieces in here, so it's not a lot. And it's made with 60% of this is cauliflower. So that's pretty cool. I thought I would try those. Moving on to the pantry items, I guess. Okay, let's start with these. My daughter requested these mini bagels. They are mini plain bagels, Trader Joe's. You get 10 in a package. Sometimes a whole bagel is just too much. So these mini ones are perfect to have with something else with breakfast. So those, and then this is new. The girl at the register, again, I'm telling you what, people that work at Trader Joe, I have never had an irritated, like mean or rude person checking me out. They've all been super friendly, talk to you about, like, have a conversation with you. That doesn't happen at a normal grocery store very often either. So anyway, she was saying these are called Saturn peaches. Look at the shape of them. They are like a smushed, like you took an apple and went and smushed it. And she said they're really good. they're just in season right now. And you know, a lot of people get these. We've never had them. So I thought, let's try them. Let's see how they are. Then normally I get dried lemon slices that are kind of like sugared. Oh my gosh, they're so good. They're not too sour. It's with a little bit of sugar on it. It's not too sour at all. I couldn't find them today. So I'm trying these instead. This is new too. I've never seen these before. Soft and juicy mandarin slices, dried fruit. So they're mandarin orange slices that are dried. Ooh, I cannot wait to get into those. Okay, another thing that I never got before. I've actually seen this on other people's Trader Joe hauls. Yeah, I watched those too. Anyway, and people were talking about it. So they are hibiscus flowers. So what it says about this are dried and sweetened hibiscus flowers, a sweet and tart treat. Who knew, right? Who knew that people would just start making and branding sugared flowers? The main ingredient is hibiscus flower, cane sugar, ascorbic acid, and sulfur dioxide. That's the last two are just to preserve it. Wow, that'll be really interesting, right? Okay, love this ketchup. Trader Joe ketchup, gotta love it. Got one of those. And then I love this coffee, okay? You get 12 in this box, okay? It's called Electric Buzz coffee cups. They're K-cups. So I will drink, I mean, this, I'm telling you what, I don't know what's in here, but I'm like, boop, when I drink this. It really gives me more energy than other coffees do. I'm like, it's not espresso. And actually, I think it said on here, it's a medium roast. So the first time I got this, I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's gonna be good, because I'm normally a dark roast girl. It's like, bring it on, bring on the caffeine. This, I wanna say, is even better than a dark roast. Tastes really good too, I like it. So 12 for $4.99. If I were to buy 12 K-cups, like of Starbucks brand or whatever in a store, that could be like $12, $13. So I bought 2 of these. Gotta have my coffee. Okay, next I bought a little rosemary plant. I use this for my soup every week, so I thought, why not get a fresh rosemary plant, and I can just, you know, keep growing it and taking off as much as I need, and always have it. And you know what? Hold the phone. I think the last time I was at Kroger, I picked this up too. So this is a fresh thyme plant. It smells so good. So when we're cooking, I've got this that goes in my soup as well, and now I'll have fresh rosemary. So that's perfect. We use these two and basil the most when we're cooking. So, and I don't have a basil plant. I used to in my garden, but I would grow it and it would be huge and we would hardly ever use any of it. So I thought, oh, I'll just keep buying. Maybe if I find a little one like this, I'll buy it. And the last things before we get to the adult items, okay, I saw this when Barbara did her vlog, and I was like, oh, I am the worst at trying to keep plants alive or flowers. And I like a little green though. And so I'm thinking, you know, what could I do? Well, when she was talking about the succulents that she bought at Trader Joe's when she went walking, I'm like, you know what? That's a great idea because I can't kill the plant. Probably not, hopefully not. And I like the little container it came in. So today I got this. This is perfect because it matches all the gray in our kitchen. And it comes with 3 on the top, 3 different succulents. And I'm gonna put it right on my counter by my window. And I thought that's perfect just to add a little greenery. So thank you, Barbara, for your idea on that. $7.99 for this big container. They had the small ones, you could get one for like $3, and the bigger ones were I think $5, and then 3 in a container were $8, $7.99. You know me and that penny and that or that dime. It's like, just call it what it is. It's $8. Okay, so I got that. And then the last thing I got are the adult items. Trader Joe's has some good adult items. So the first thing I bought, we've had this many times and we keep it around the house for when we have people over. It is this margarita mix. It's all together in here. Everything you need, you just pour it. You don't need to go buy the alcohol. Everything is all in here with the mix. And I like it because it's also made with agave syrup instead of cane sugar. It's really good too. Very good tasting. They have this kind and they have strawberry. It is $13 for this bottle and it looks like it's 1.5 liters. It's a pretty good sized bottle. So got that. Gotta have it around. When you have a lake house, you gotta have some stuff around so that when people come over, it's like you have something to offer them. Okay, then you guys are gonna laugh at me. My favorite wine, which is Pinot Grigio, but Trader Joe's carries a brand, well, it's called Charles Shaw, but the nickname is $2 Chuck because it used to be $2. Now it's $2.99, so you could still technically call it $2 Chuck because, you know, you didn't add the penny. I got 2 of these $2 Chucks, and then I bought the $2 Chuck upgraded edition, and this is $3 well, it's $3.99 instead of $2.99, and it's made with organic grapes. Same thing, Pinot Grigio. I don't know. So, and actually, look at the difference in the size of the bottles. They're still the same amount though. It's just that the bottles are shaped differently. This is taller and thinner, and this is a little, you know, shorter and wider. So it's the same amount. This one is $2.99, this one is $3.99. So again, always good to have that stuff around when people come over, and because I just like my wine too. So anyway, I'm ending it right there. That is what I have to share with you guys today. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, back up the truck. We just opened these and we all just tried them. They are so good. I never thought of sugared flour. I don't know what I was thinking, but these are fantastic. Love them. I would definitely buy these again. And we also tried the mandarin oranges, the dried mandarin oranges. Very good as well. Hey everyone, it's Angela and Bentley. Bentley, would you like to say hi? Is there anything that you wanted to share with them today? How you went on a boat ride with your buddy Rocky yesterday? You want to tell them about that? Can you say hi? Hi. Hi. Guess he didn't have much to say today. So, you know, what am I gonna do? I can't hold him hostage here. So, okay, it is Friday and I am rounding out the end of this week with my vlog. So a few things. So first, I have a couple of things to show you and then we'll go into story time. Okay, remember how I told you guys about Olaplex, that when I went to go get my hair done, my hairdresser was telling me about Olaplex, that it would make my hair kind of more smooth when I blew it out and kind of smooth and like a little silkier looking. I used it today. I ordered this actually from Amazon, so let me show you what it looks like. Olaplex number 6. And it says on there, Bond Smoother. Now on Amazon, this was $28. I used just like a little bit more than a pea size amount. And you just put it, rub it in your hands, and then, you know, on damp hair, you're wiping it all in. I put it especially in the fronts where I tend to get the frizz here and here. And I just leave it in for a couple minutes and then blow dry my hair out with my Revlon one-step volumizer and hairbrush, round brush, whatever thing. Love that. It has a lot in here. I mean, because you only need a little bit more than a pea size amount, but it depends on how much hair you have. If it's really long or if it's really thick, you might need to use some more. This is 3.3 fluid ounces, but it's, you know, a cream. So I wanted to share that. And then also when I was there, she was telling me, so any of you that have blonder hair or get blonde highlights, you know how especially if you have well water, you get, after a time, it just kind of, it's not as bright anymore, right? The coloring is not as bright. So we were talking about that too. And she told me about this stuff. So let me show you what this is, also from Amazon. So it's by Malibu, and it's for hard water, if you have hard water, and it says eliminates discoloration and restores volume and radiant shine. So she was saying to use this, it's like a packet, and there are directions on the back, but I can't read it because the writing is so small. I think basically you shampoo your hair, you rinse, and then you take this into your palm, all this powder, and you make it into like a paste, I think. And then you put it in your hair, and it might need to stay in up to 5 minutes. Okay, I can read some of it. So, and then you just rinse it out. But this, she said, is supposed to restore the brightness to your highlights. Once every 2 to 3 weeks, you want to use this. So not very often. I want to say on Amazon, this might have been $2 or $3 for one packet. Not too bad. So I got 2 of them, so I figured I'll have a spare for next time. Okay, that covers all the fun hair stuff. Let's show you the shirt. This is the Ellie shirt I showed you earlier this week when I pulled it out of the package. So let me show you what it looks like on. Okay, so here is the front, and it's got like a little ruching on the sides here, just a little bit. So plain from the front, but what do I always say? The detail is in the back. So let me turn around. So I just have on a sports bra with a bunch of little crisscross stuff in it that I got from Ellie as well. And it works. And I just got a pair of jean shorts on. So it's, it works for just kind of around the house, doing cleaning and hanging out. Okay, I'm gonna end this here. I'm gonna save my car story for next week. And because this vlog is gonna be so long. So anyway, I hope that you guys had a really good week, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. 4th of July is coming up. We're having fireworks on our lake on Saturday night, which is tomorrow. So I will try to put something of that in my vlog for next week too. Until next time, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you soon. Bye.